All right, so today's video, we're watching a Plat 2 tank on PS5 playing Hazard and Reinhardt. That's a weird combo. Only because it's just like such a on Gibraltar. Okay. They say, hello. I've been looking for some tips on my gameplay and didn't know where else to turn. My friends struggle with explanation, and this game was my breaking point. I was trying to have a little fun by playing Hazard, but my support started complaining because they didn't have a shield to hide behind. This then devolved into them having a breakdown in chat over every little thing that went wrong, including both me and my 2 DPS that I was stacking with. This continued to the point where the enemy team was mad at them for complaining so much. Any pointers would be greatly appreciated. I really don't want to know if this is... I really do want to know if this was my fault. I thank you greatly. So basically, the supports are mad you're not on Reinhardt, and then they spend the whole game complaining about everything. It's the classic, we've decided this is who the problem is, and no matter what they do to fix the situation, we're still going to say they're the problem. Is that the vibe I'm getting here? Right? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting out of this one. Okay, here we go. I actually think, I mean, Hazard's kind of in like this, truthfully, is like kind of meta right now. I don't know how long that will last for because I'm sure, like, but Hazard's pretty damn good right now.
Appreciate the patch up.
This is a interesting start. So remember with Hazard, a lot of this really is about being more backline pressure. Okay, now you're starting to do it a little bit more. Okay, that was a unique start. Like, nothing really happened. I actually like that wall there. Good job. And you use your... Nice, you use, like, your melee to boot them into it. That was a good job.
Oh, we're outnumbered.
One high. I will say, there's a lot of, like, nothing happening right now. So, just be careful of... Okay, let's I gotta kind of find a way to help you out here on like this start. Okay, let's talk about this. I see so many Hazards doing this now. One of the best things you can do is Hazard is space creation. And what that means is like get up here. Like don't sit back here on like a pedal, chipping away damage. Like get up here. Make them like look at you. You have survivability. You have a really good tool to like block them off if they decide to get a little bit too aggressive. A lot of just like. And I've seen it with this is the second Hazard video I've watched where there's a little bit of hesitant. You're being hesitant, and I get that with a new hero, but I want to just kind of get in the mindset of a lot of players playing Hazard. You want to be more aggressive. You're not going to be like Wrecking Ball right now, but you definitely want to be in their face a lot more. You know how like when you play, okay, a good example. You know when you play against a good Doomfist and it gets really annoying when they're constantly like in your team, in your face, and like you can do enough to make them fall back, but you can't ignore them. You get what I'm saying? Like, the Doom may not be, like, lighting up the kill feed, but, like, if you leave them alone, they'll light up the kill feed, so you're forced to, like, look at them and, like, take away all the pressure elsewhere. That's also Hazard, right? That's what Hazard does, is Hazard has, like, a lot of survivability. So if you're spending the majority of the game playing really far back like this, and you're not really getting in their face, you're not playing Hazard, like, optimally at that point. You're just sitting there going, hey, I'm on Hazard, and I'm going to have some occasionally good plays, but you need to make them look at you. Yeah, you know, I'm saying look at their comp, too. You're not wrong about their comp either. Like, you can be in their backline all day long. So just remember that, okay? I'm glad you went up here after I talked about that. That's good. Now go back up there. You can wall climb, by the way, too. You can wall climb. Remember that. There you go. Much better. Yes, this is good. Now they have to look at you. The health back. Yep, to your left. Remember, right-click if you need to. You reload your shots. What you would do in that situation is hold your right-click over the health pack so you get the health back. Remember, you reduce damage with that. Yeah, right now your problem is that you're very hesitant. You're not really quite sure what you want to do on Hazard yet. So you're spending more time. You're spending more time kind of doing nothing. One thing I want to say though, the players on your team who want you to go a shield tank, the other team doesn't have a shield tank. So, like, they're looking at the wrong problem here. Yeah, okay. This is all it is. Listen, I'm going to clean up your gameplay real quick here. Enough of this standing around doing nothing, waiting for something to happen thing. I want you to be more aggressive. I want you to be more up in their face. I really think right now you're actually misplaying a lot of what you want to do on Hazard, and a lot of that could very much be as simple as, oh, like you're just a little bit hesitant on making some plays, and etc. So just remember, up in their face, you have damage reduction. You're not playing the kit to the level that you would want to. And I think like there's a lot more room for improvement here, which is good. Sometimes when there's a lot of room for improvement, it's not a bad thing. It means that you have like direct things you can work on. Sometimes the hardest reviews are when I get something and like, I'm like, yeah, you're playing this fairly well. Like you need to work on like, your positioning, right? Then you need to figure that out by map basis, etc. This one, it's like, no, you need to really get this stuff going. And it's a good thing because you can learn off of that real quickly. So. Like, a lot of it is just you standing around. Is really what's happening. Ult this. Good ult. Very well placed ult. That was great. Now, there's right click. Remember, your survivability comes from this right click, so stop. Okay. All right, we gotta, yeah. Right now, truthfully, and this is not, you're just to make this clear, your support saying go like, you know, Reinhardt for a shield. That is completely wrong. That is not the issue here. The other team doesn't have a shield either. It's a wrecking ball. The problem with that you're doing right now on Hazard is you're just, like I said, you're hesitant. You're not really going for many plays. You're not really sure what you want to do in a lot of team fights. Just to give you kind of the idea of the gameplay loop of Hazard is this. You get aggressive. You use your wall if you need to isolate them, to make it kind of hard for them to follow up. You right click even if you're at full HP to do extra damage to pressure them back, and then you manage your cooldowns. You need to make a decision. You either get out or you commit to the kills. Right now, you're going in. You wait till you get to low HP, and then you pop your right click. So I really want to get you in the mindset of like, stop just wait until you get super low and then right click. Your right click does a bunch of damage. It reloads your gun. Keep this in mind. And a lot of people still don't know this yet. When you right click, it reloads your gun. So if you go in there and you have 2 bullets and you go into right click mode, when you're done with your right click, you have 8 bullets again. And then you can go and shoot more people and do a lot of more. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can go and, hit more shots and do all this stuff. So the problem you're running into is that you're just going in, you're using your abilities, you're waiting to right click till last possible second, and then you fall over. That's not how you want to do this gameplay loop. So if you fix this loop of gameplay that you're doing, you're going to have a much better time. And this is a common thing that happens in games, and it happens to me too. You actually might see this happen when I play Rivals, for example, where I'm still learning the character, so there's a lot of hesitant. I'm hesitant. So when I go to make a play, I'm a little bit indecisive of what I want to do, and then because I'm indecisive, I never actually make a play. I get stuck in what I call, I haven't referenced this in a while, I get what's called getting stuck in the mud, where you don't know what you want to do, so you just kind of end up in the middle of everybody, and you just get stuck, and you're just like, what do I do? What am I going to... And you just get stuck, and then boom. That's what's happening to you right now, and I can see it happen in every single team fight. You're getting stuck in the mud. So now you're on Ryan. Once again, I don't think this is a you have to go Ryan issue based off of your teammates, but... So you stuck with the slash? I gave you a tip on the slash. It goes a lot further than you think. You don't need to be as accurate as you think you do. Try that out in game, you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I would... Listen, I'll be real with you. If your team is suggesting you to play Ryan on Gibraltar, and I'm not saying you can't make it... I'll be real with you. I thought you had some set plan here on that charge, and you were going to turn around and right-click the high noon that you heard. But that did not happen. I thought you heard the high noon. You heard that. All right, let's continue on here. How do you win this part of the point? Their team must really heck up if your team wins this part of the point. Oh, your Junkrat popped off. Nice. Let's see. You're going in. Nice charge. Ooh, okay. All right, your team somehow got that. I'm not checking in. Dude, I can't believe they had you go Reinhardt on Gibraltar second point. That sucks. By the way, I don't know if Chad had the experience when I was doing the 6v6 playtest that I had. But there was a Life Weaver in every single game, and every single one of my plays would do that. So. They don't, Carl. Yeah, this is the exact gameplay I'd expect out of Rein. I'm gonna be real with you. Go on high ground. Go up those stairs where Wrecking Ball is. Nice pin. Do not get the cart a little bit further up and then go take high ground. You'll be able to take over the ship, actually. So playing low ground here actually will get your team killed. Go up under the bridge above. Like right above you, directly above. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna basically just sit there and like, listen, if you want to try to just push the cart through and hope for the best from your team, go for it, but I would not recommend it. So. What rank is this? I already forgot. I'll look in a second. Yep.
Someone better get a fire rate, because I'm on a roll.
Dude, what is happening? There's a forest on the cart. Oh, dude, Okay. Now I want to pause for a second because I need to kind of circle back on all this. You're sitting here and you're just pushing the cart. Ever since you got on the cart, you've pushed it a total of about 15 meters. Okay? I got some good news for you. If you win the team fight, whether the cart's here or here, you're gonna win the point. So why are you making it your gameplay to just sit here on the cart? So what you would want to do is you'd want to go up these stairs, go up here, take away this bridge. Why? Look what's happening already. This has been happening the whole time, by the way. Do you see this? You have a Soldier 76 up on the high ground, you're shooting at everybody. Now, whether or not you win or lose this team fight, do you see the problem? This isn't, you're doing nothing. You're literally holding your shield and pushing a cart. You're pushing a cart with a tree on it right now, okay? So, what you would want to do is take away this part, and then you take away this part. We have a front row seat to your DPS players in your rank games. What are they dodging? They must be rolling to get up. I got nothing on that one. So what you would do is you would sit here, right? And then you would block it off. And what you do is you eventually take away this part of the map. So what happens when you take away this part of the map, right? And this can be in any rank because if they sit here and try to fight you, you're probably going to kill them because you're Reinhardt in a small area. But you take away this part of the map. And what that does is it forces them down. And then when you force them down, you take everything. You have everything at this point. You have the top of the ship. You have the left side hallway. They can't retake at this point because you have control of it. And it forces them all over here. That's it. So when you're just sitting here on the cart doing this, like, if you win it, great. If you lose it, then that's kind of what I expect. But you're just not giving you or your teammates opportunity. You're not giving you or your teammates opportunity when you're just sitting here standing still on the cart. And I think one thing I want to start getting people to understand in Overwatch is that there's a certain point where the cart is at a good enough spot to where the team fight win is more important than just trying to force the cart over and over again, right? I always look at it this way. If you want to really min-max it, or min-max the cart, it comes down to this. Is it 3 team fights to push the cart all the way through, or is it 2? If you push the cart to where it's 2, then you go for map control. If it's 3, you can justify pushing the cart until it's at that spot, right? An example is once the cart gets here, it's pretty much guaranteed. It's only one more, that team fight that's going to happen here, you're going to win the point. No, there's going to be a rare, low percentage chance that they make some sick play on a retake or something, a Doctor Strange portal, something like that comes over here. Now, if a Doctor Strange portal ends up here, I'd be a little bit confused, but that's generally what's going to help with the retake, and that's about it, right? So, at this point, it becomes really hard to, you just need to start to understand when the cart is one more team fight. And when it's here, it's one more team fight. And that's why I'm trying to get you, used to going up here, all right? Anyway, so I hope that makes sense. It's just, I think sometimes people try to force the cart too much, and this is coming from somebody with 1,500 hours of cart time. It's about knowing when you can break off of the cart, and I'm trying to show you where you should have done that, right? Anyway, let's continue on. Like I said, a lot of information there, but I think it's worth it. Dude, look at everything you just did. How this is even going, It's looking like you're gonna win this team fight, and I don't know how. That's the best part here. Big slam. Dude, I got nothing on this one. This is a doozy. This is a doozy. I'm glad you canceled the charge. This is a doozy. Oh my. Oh, man. Yeah, I saw that happening. You know what the best part about all this, by the way, is your teammates were complaining that they needed the shield, and I've seen like one of your teammates maybe use your shield like once. Like they were so mad about you being on hazard that like they wanted you to like, they're like, yeah, you gotta get a shield. We need a shield, and then like no one uses it. Like it's just like all right, what just happened? I got nothing for you. So that was cinema. We can go with that. Yeah. Now what? Now I'm not even gonna pause this because I've gone into this detail so much. This is why you need to start looking for ways to get map control. You're just standing on cart doing nothing. That's literally it. Like your gameplay for the past 3 minutes has been you holding your shield on cart and then hoping they come to you. Remember, they're not always gonna come to you. Okay, back to the car we go. Big slam. Nothing's gonna happen, but there you go. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a given there. Like, you can't just sit there and do nothing. I will say I like this hold here. Remember, do not overextend. Holding this corner is good, but play here. Right here. This corner right here. Do not go past. People make this mistake. Stay here. And then you can back away this way. Okay? Remember, a lot of this game is about understanding where your disengagement point is.
Stop the payload.
Hold fast! Do not let them through! My shield holds strong!
Remember, don't push past where I said. Uh-huh. Yep. And that, okay, look at this. Your teammates need your protection here, right? Your teammates are playing back here. You had a Bastion on low ground, and your reaction here is to go in front. And this is what I'm saying. Don't go this way. This is your cover, okay? And I'm going to show people this. I'm glad we're actually starting to do more guide videos because the position and guide video is going to be out eventually. We're going to be working on it soon. Ready? You're playing the corner here. Your escape is not here. The only way you go in is if you get, like, let's say 2 to 3 picks from your teammates. Then you can go in, clear some space, finish the kills, rinse and repeat. Okay? Boom. You fall back here. You have a health pack. Boom. You fall back here. You have a health pack. Boom. You go this way. That is your escape route. This is where you draw the line on the point. You don't go past here unless your teammates get early picks. See this? Right here. You don't go past that. See? So play the corner, do that, and then go from there. Like, you went into their spawn, and yeah, you got a kill, but like, what does it do? The other team gets more value from it, and they just res it anyway. Literally just res right in front of your face in the death cam.
My journey continues.
No.
Anybody, someone doesn't main anyone? That's fine. Play whatever you want.
Shotgun, thank you.
Nice fire strike. I don't know what else to really, like, it's the same thing. Like, I want you to, like, see this gameplay loop. And even, like, when you were on Hazard, it was the same thing. You're kind of just standing around, and then, like, even there, when you do need to stand around, you charge away from the point so your teammates feel pressured. Like it's just, yeah, you're just in, like, you're just indecisive right now. And we need to be able to find ways to, like, adjust and fix this for you, because I think if you fix that, everything will get a lot better in your games. Like, it's just a lot of indecisiveness.
Is that all you've got? Very well.
Okay. Ooh, okay, that's the charge. All right. Now what? What's your plan? Shatter time? Big slam. We take those big slams. Wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna charge the Wrecking Ball, which means the Life Weaver's gonna... Yup, there it is. All right, now what? Okay. Yep, block the doorway. Block the doorway. Don't chase the Wrecking Ball. Don't chase the Wrecking Ball. The only way they can get through the choke is if you let them. The only way they can get through the choke is if you let them. All right, let's go back to the cart. You should be blocking off the doorways. Like they shouldn't have been able to get through when you let them through to chase a Wrecking Ball. Oh, no. I don't even... Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's pause for a second. Target priority. Stop going for the Wrecking Ball. The Wrecking Ball is not your problem. I want you to pretend there isn't even a Wrecking Ball in this game. The only time I want to see you go for a Wrecking Ball is if your Ana hits asleep and the Life Weaver doesn't have a pull. That's it. Stop going for the Wrecking Ball. Listen, this is I want to see the opportunity you gave up here. You had a doorway where they were stuck because your Mei walled them off, and you have another doorway over here where you can charge back and forth between. Your vision was, oh, there's a Wrecking Ball behind, I'm going to charge behind. What that does is it opens up space here. If you're going to play Ryan here, you need to block the doorways. You need to basically say, hey, you want to go up there? You need to take your time to go all the way around high ground. That then gives opportunity for your teammates to be able to get kills on Brett over here, who's just running it down mid. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you need to start to be more decisive in your gameplay, because I can tell you about like 8 other different things, but right now it's your decisiveness, and I need you to be confident in the play that you're doing, and that it starts with that. Be more aggressive. Recognize that tanking isn't just about holding your shield and standing there. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. It's okay to go high ground here and take away the high ground too if you want to, because if you give up that space and like they take it away from your Junkrat, you're gonna lose the team fight. You see how they remember earlier when I mentioned like taking away that part of the map forces your team to a spot you don't want to be at? What has the other team done to you? They've done exactly that. So now you're a statue again. You're a statue. Straight up. You become a statue. Big slam time. Okay, yep, your Mei didn't get shattered, but it was a big slam. All right, now, oh, time to chase the Wrecking Ball while walking through all the... You can right-click, and you can hold your shield and then spin into the mines to break them without running into all of them. The good news is, and this is pretty nice, your team pushes 69 meters. That's pretty nice. So you have opportunity here. I know. the disappointment that it wasn't 69.69. I know, chat. I didn't want to bring it up. I saw. Okay, we're back to being a statue. So why did your team want to Rein for a shield when like no one's even using it? I don't get it. Oh, we got the wrecking ball again. Yep. Nope, back. Indecisiveness. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, this is. Oh boy. Play cover. Play behind walls. Be in spots where they need to push into you, but like they don't want to push into you. You're just making it easy on them. All right. All right. So we're gonna kind of. This one's a tough one for me because like I feel like so the problem that happens here is one. Let's talk about the first thing because this we'll go back to step number one here because I think that's the important part. All right. So step number one, if your teammates tell you to go Gibraltar, Reinhardt, that's a problem unless it's third point. I can see third point justification. Number two, your number one issue, and actually going back to the first point. Your teammates telling you to go a shield because they need a shield, that doesn't make any sense here. The other team had a no shield the whole time. That was the wrong call by your teammates. And them sitting there just telling you what to do, like complaining the whole time about everything, not the play. But what I do want to say, going back to what we're seeing here, is you're just indecisive. And the way to do this is to go and make a play decisively and just send it. And what I mean by that is you spend most of the time being stuck in the middle of like, I call it the mud. You're just in the mud doing nothing. And when you're sitting there doing nothing, it's really hard to kind of like, you're not even giving yourself a 50-50 chance. You're just saying, hey, I'm going to be right here. If you decide to walk around my shield, well, tough luck because I'm staying right here. So let's kind of like, what you need to work on is decisiveness. You need to start recognizing each kit. If you're on Hazard and you like playing Hazard, why aren't you being aggressive into their backline and using your kit the correct way? If you're on Reinhardt, why are you standing AFK just anywhere on the map that you can find the play to stand AFK? I really want to kind of get you out of that mindset of just stand there and do nothing, and let's be more decisive. And it's hard advice sometimes to give like decisiveness because you're like, well, how do I be decisive? Here's what I'll say: make a play confidently, whether it's a good or bad play. Just do it. None of this like getting stuck in the mud, being charging back to a wrecking ball. If you want to kill someone in front of you that's Lifeweaver, go for it. But learn from that play, and then that's how you get more decisive. So if you go for a Lifeweaver and you chase a Lifeweaver down, they kite you away, and you go, well, you know what? I at least committed to the play. You then know next time how to tone that back. Okay? After the first time you charged Wrecking Ball, what it should have been the reaction was, I should probably stop charging this Wrecking Ball. Even if it's successful, there's a good chance the Lifeweaver is going to pull them away or they're going to survive. So you need to find more learning opportunities in your gameplay, and when you do that, and I hope that this VOD helps with that, you just stop standing around, stop getting stuck in the middle, stop getting stuck in the mud, and you're going to improve greatly. Everything gets better with that. Your aim, your movement, your wins all get better when you start to become more decisive and you do it decisively because you're going to learn the most that way. If you get stuck in the middle, you'll never know what you're kind of doing wrong in that sense. So let's move forward next. This is one of these situations where I would love for this to be a Where Are They Now video in the future because if you start to be decisive, I guarantee you're going to climb. Straight up. All right? I guarantee you'll climb. Yep. Well, you said it's tough as the only tank because the wrong mistake can cost your team the fight. Yes, but doing nothing can cost your team a fight the most. I think if you do that, you should be good. You can do this. You absolutely got this. You got this. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes. If you haven't, leave a comment. All of that helps. The Discord is in the description below. That's where you can submit anything where we submit stuff. So go there if you want to. Just join the Discord in general. We also record these live on stream, usually live on Twitch and YouTube. So stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.